Dex friends, welcome to the Dex, our weekly trivia and battle strategy show all about Pokemon. I'm Roughneck Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz. Hey yo, Alex, it's summertime.
Yeah, I can tell by the way you're obviously dressed for summer.
Do you know what summertime makes me think of?
I don't know, the beach, picnics, water parks, lemon drinks?
Nope, the desert. Let's do a cool desert Pokemon today.
Why not do the coolest dragon ever to roam the sandy plains?
Yeah, dude, I'm on it. It's Flygon. Flygon is an awesome dude from Gen 3 known as the Mystic Pokemon and the Elemental Spirit of the Desert.
That's a hefty nickname. How did it earn that ridiculous moniker?
Actually, it's a pretty cool story. Flygon's wings beat super fast in order to help keep his relatively large body afloat. So fast that the wings create a humming sound that sounds like singing when he flies.
All that wing beating must kick up a lot of sand in the desert, huh? Doesn't it make it hard for him to see where he's going?
You'd think that, but Flygon thrives in those crazy sandstorms he kicks up. His eyes are shielded by those thick red lenses that he adapted precisely to protect his vision.
Way neat! I think I get it now. He's called the Elemental Spirit of the Desert because he's so elusive. With those sandstorms and him making eerie singing noises all the time, Flygon totally projects a mysterious spirit-like quality. Can't say I'm in love with the length of that nickname though.
It's funny you should mention that, because the long version of his nickname only appears in the Pokedex entry for Ruby version. In later generations, they refer to Flygon as simply the Desert Spirit.
Guess the guys down at Game Freak know how to get themselves out of a pinch.
What? Ew, no, bad pun, no.
Come on, Flygon's a pun. The name Flygon is a pun on Dragonfly, which it obviously is based off of.
Ah, don't be so sure. Let's break it down in this week's segment, Pokemon Entomology.
Kelz, you pronounced etymology wrong. It's Pokemon etymology where we discuss the word. You said entomology, which means the study of bugs. Oh my god, is that a sneaky pun?
So we all know that dragonflies bear quite a large resemblance to Flygon, and Flygon's name seems to be an allusion to the word dragonfly itself, as it is a mix of the words fly and dragon. But looking at its evolution chain, it just doesn't match up.
We'll start off with the life cycle of the dragonfly. Young dragonflies are called dragonfly nymphs and live most of their life cycle under the water. They are slender bugs that hunt beneath the water and emerge as dragonflies when spring comes.
Adult dragonflies hardly ever stray from water either, as most of their food source comes directly from ponds and marshes. That doesn't really sound like Flygon, does it?
Enter the antlion, a desert insect that is actually often confused for a dragonfly. In fact, the antlion is a completely different class of insect and has some pretty cool ties to Flygon.
The antlion larva is described as a stout, wide-bodied bug with an extremely large pair of jaws. Using its body to dig, it creates sand pit traps in the sand and waits beneath them with only its jaws protruding and catches prey that fall inside.
Holy cow, that's almost exactly what Trapinch's Pokedex entry says, like word for word. And Vibrava looks almost exactly like an adult antlion too.
And the icing on the cake? Because of their close resemblance to dragonflies, antlions are often called sand dragons. Pretty nuts if you consider Flygon's typing. Just another case of great Pokemon design.
Wow, bugs are cool. That's the second one we've done in 2 weeks.
Satoshi Tajiri certainly thought so. Bugs are the reason that Pokemon exists in the first place. Speaking of all that, with all the connections to the antlion, why isn't Flygon a dragon bug type? That would have been so much cooler.
There's no use dwelling in the past. It's probably best to let Flygons be Flygon.
I quit the Dex.
Battle time. Flygon's stats aren't quite high enough for the OU tier, but that actually works out well for the little guys. The UU tier doesn't have a lot of viable dragons in it.
Make the most of Flygon's best stats by EV training in attack and speed. Give it an adamant or jolly nature, depending on which stat you want the extra boost. Adamant raises attack, jolly raises speed.
Using the Choice Scarf on Flygon allows him to outspeed almost everything in that tier, and even though it locks you into one move, that's where the trusty U-turn comes in.
U-turn allows you to scout and switch to figure out what moves your opponent has, as well as to keep your Flygon alive and well. When you've got a read on your opponent, attack with Outrage, Stone Edge, or Earthquake, all which do great damage.
It's a hard-hitting, pretty straightforward set. With Flygon pretty balanced in his other stats, it should serve you well.
Of course, that's not the only way to train a Flygon, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
Swap the Choice Scarf for the Choice Band to provide the attack boost that will make Flygon more of a powerhouse but less speedy.
You can utilize Fire Punch if you want for alternative type coverage at the loss of a bit of power.
And Flygon has Roost if you prefer to play on the safe side and keep his health up. It pays to be prepared.
And that's that, the Desert Spirit of Flygon. Keep your suggestions coming in the comments below.
Yeah, and if you don't have enough Pokemon love in your life, check out our Twitter accounts. Kelz posts new Pokemon stuff every day. I'm Roughneck Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz. Tune in next week for another shocking episode of The Dex.
And I'm like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, yeah, oh, hey, why, yeah,